What is up, Lions Nation? It is Saturday, and we are doing our mashup show for you tonight, live Saturday night style. And we're going to be making our picks and just an open discussion tonight. We don't have any topics tonight. We're just freeballing it, if you can say it like that. And let's get to it. Let's bring in our guest. Our first guest is none other than the Chicken Nugget King. What's up?
You just love saying it. That's why you bring him in.
Mm-hmm. He's muted. He is muted and off camera now.
How you doing, guys? How you doing?
Hey! And pretty soon we might see him.
How's it going, Joseph?
And from the mean streets of Livonia, we have Detroit Dom.
What's up, y'all? How was your turkey day? Lions game notwithstanding.
How's it going down?
Oh, somber. Somber.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, a couple announcements before we get the show rolling. We are on our march to 500. If we get there, the stat man and I are going to put on a dress, throw on some lipstick, and sing a lovely duet for everybody. So,
oh my goodness.
Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We are currently sitting at 129 subscribers on that march to 500. So if you're watching this, please like, share, and subscribe with all your Lions friends, and you will see it. The duet of a lifetime.
I'm going to start creating bot accounts right now.
Exactly.
It's also okay. It's also okay if you don't want to subscribe and you don't want to see us in a dress. I completely understand.
No, it's not.
Oh, it is. Absolutely, it is.
And no matter what Statman says, we want the subscribers. We want you to like, and we want you to share.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys a little sample of what could be coming.
Oh, no. Here it goes.
Plug your ears. Sound like I stepped on my grandma's toe.
I happen to think you both have lovely singing voices, and I'm looking forward to it.
And just to the turkey.
Oh, Dom, you're being way too nice.
Thank you.
I would actually cry tears without onions.
What's happening when we hit that 500 mark? And wait till we get to the 1,000 mark.
And not to deter me, Jeremy will not wear dresses.
Just one thing.
I guarantee you that.
Just one thing.
At 1,000, we get the full Monty.
Oh, at 1,000, it's going to be pretty big, and it's going to.
At 1,000, I'm going streaking live.
Oh no!
There you go.
No one wants to see that, JP.
I didn't see enough.
We'll be off. We'll turn it off at that point.
Don't look, Ethel. Too late. She already been incensed. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Well, I want to bring up a couple more things, fellas. Everybody probably knows the news. With the passing of the great Jim Bordeaux from Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Just want to make sure that everybody knows that his GoFundMe is still out there on our page, on his page as well. You can find it on Lions Nation Unite as well. So if you have not had a chance, please go there. Anything helps the family for expenses, for cremation, and the other expenses that come with that. So if you have not yet, please hop over there to GoFundMe and donate if you can. Much
even
appreciated.
if you can't donate, share it, because even if you can't, maybe someone else can.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And another quick thing, just remember every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, we are live with our new NFL show, Gridiron Chat. And boys, we got AFC, is it South this week?
AFC South.
Yeah. So we'll be featuring the AFC South this
So everybody else and the Titans.
Yep.
The Colts said, "Hold my beer." They're the ones going to win that division, not the Titans.
I know they're working on it.
Titans are going to lose this week, too. A.J. Brown's out. He's on IR for the next 3 weeks at least.
Yep. Damn it. Facebook user says, go blue, Michigan going to Big Ten championship this year.
Hell yeah.
Is that our buddy Braxton or is that Joseph Host?
What an astute observation that man makes.
Oh,
Going to the Big Ten championship game to lose to Wisconsin.
oh,
Whiskey
Oh
was
my
losing the
goodness.
last I checked.
That would be horrible.
Well, I am going to, before we get into our topics, I want to get this done because we haven't seen it yet. I didn't even tell you guys. So here it is. Here's the results. Primetime Showdown. The Nation right now is sitting at 19-11. The We Are Lions Nation podcast guys at 17-13. For the picks, Soulman 81-69, Statman 79-71, Smoking JB 92-59.
Are we missing a week in there?
No. No, I did last week, just now today.
I know, but like the week before, 2 weeks ago, I was at 89.
This man's getting nervous about his 10-game lead.
No. It should be.
No.
I won 6 1 week and 7 more. That should be 102.
Last week there wasn't that many games either.
Yeah, and I won 6. And the week before that, I won 7.
He's accusing you of shenanigans, Soul Man. He demands a recount.
I'll figure it out. If it ain't right, I'll go back. But I'm pretty sure it's correct.
At Jeremy's advanced age, he may have dementia setting in and he's just pulling stuff out of his butt.
That's probably
No,
what it
my
is.
math is never wrong. Ask Dom. He's questioned me on math before.
I was gonna say he may forget his middle name and where his car keys are, but his math is spot on.
Living It Up Leonard says, good evening, guys. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you, Mrs. Leonard.
Thank
We are
you.
doing fantastic.
Mrs. Leonard, just keep the coffee coming for Dan. I don't need him exploding.
I also want to do a quick shout out. Today would have been Dan's mom's birthday. So a shout out. Happy birthday to your mom, Dan.
Thank you.
happy birthday, Dan, to your mom.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Why are you wearing
Happy-
a Bengals jersey?
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Ooh.
Cinco, man.
I'm the only one that can wear random jerseys of other teams I'm not a fan of. Don't steal my shtick.
Okay.
Facebook, Michigan Wolverines going to win Big Ten championship, going to win playoffs this year. But I think
Yep,
we know
because
who that is. I think we know who that is.
Minnesota is up 20-13.
Bama's about to lose.
Yeah.
They literally just scored.
Oh no.
They're about to kick the extra point. 30 seconds left.
And not to mention, I'm hearing that if Minnesota wins, the Wolverines will get to play Iowa.
Correct.
Who has the most predictable offense in Big Ten
Next to the
football?
Lions.
Which is an automatic win for the Wolverines.
Yeah, okay. Keep saying that.
Well, I'm saying it now, Dom.
It's pretty bad when their biggest fan is in our chat group, Dom, and he says the same thing.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
He's been wearing other teams since I've known him.
Other
Okay.
teams since I've known him.
Good to hear, Mrs. L. I was just making sure he wasn't a Johnny come lately. I mean, obviously he has been because you can buy an Ocho Cinco jersey new, but I'm sure you've had that for some years, right?
Yes, sir.
He probably wanted Ocho Cinco instead of drafting OBJ.
I think I got this one just about 14 years ago.
Yeah. Ocho
Well-
Cinco in his prime would have been nice for the Giants, though.
It still says
Yeah.
Johnson on the back.
Both
not even
Oregon
Ocho
State
Cinco.
alums, along with TJ Hushmanzada.
Mm-hmm. That's a pretty long name. Gotta need to go to Google to really break down the whole name too.
It's pronounced
The
TJ
best fantasy football
Hushmanzada.
commercial with that name in it was the guy that couldn't say it, so he didn't get him in his draft. TJ, who's your mama?
Well, guys, what are we talking about tonight? What does everybody want to talk about? What's on your minds? It's open. It's open. Not how.
The only thing I could really express right now is the fact that I'm overjoyed that we
Oh my
won.
God, Michigan football.
That we beat.
This is
that
not
we
a
beat-
University of Michigan podcast. This is not We Are Wolverines Nation. He's saying
Dom,
we.
let me
We're talking about the
let me
Lions.
celebrate my victory lap, okay, Dom?
I hope you twist your ankle going into the straightaway on your victory lap.
Wow, that's pretty.
No, I'm sorry.
I-
I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm only going to make one statement. I only want to make one statement on this subject after Chicken Nugget King gets done.
Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt. Just a
Have
little
the
bitter.
floor. Have the floor, and then I can do mines after.
Who, me?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. The way Hutchinson played, I believe he played himself into the #1 pick over Thibodeau.
Yeah,
I hope
he
you're
did.
wrong.
he definitely did. But yeah, with this victory lap, I'm thankful that we won. I'm proud that we won, and I feel like I want to cry tears of joy. And
I did.
I know I was crying on your shoulder. Anyways,
Wait, when? I don't remember you being there.
Imaginary.
There's that
Oh.
dementia thing. There's that dementia thing we were talking about, Dan.
Yep.
He doesn't even remember. It was like an hour ago. He already forgot.
Yep.
I just feel,
You just hugged that
That's why
guy,
my
he doesn't
coat's still
remember.
wet.
yes, that's the reason why, because of my tears.
He's piecing it right
Anyways.
together.
Stop it, Dom. Anyways, it's a great moment, and I want to win the whole thing. Thank you. Thank you for the.
We got one more week to go before we make the playoffs. That's all I got to say.
I had an interesting topic. It sounded really interesting until the results of today's games, but I read an article and it said something about, do the Lions go the Arizona Cardinals route and hire Ryan Day? I might have been all in on that until after what happened today.
Yeah, a team that averaged 200 yards rushing only got 77 yards against Michigan.
I didn't look at the numbers, but did that average Michigan defense kind of shut down the passing game?
No, we just stopped them in the red zone.
Living up,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I
Bend but
said,
don't break.
LOL. No, he had been doing that since he was in high school. Talking about Dan and his jerseys.
Ah, he probably has a lot of them. He might even have a Megatron one.
Big Dan in the house saying, "What
That's
up,
a Ray
y'all?"
Lewis one, though.
Hutch also jumped into third place for Heisman voting.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, but he
That's
won't
a
win it.
huge thing.
No, because it would be the second one that since Charles Woodson, who was the first defensive player ever to win it.
Huh.
I'm still hoping it goes to Kenneth Walker. Depending on what happens today, I would say Bryce Young's Heisman hopeful chances take a hit if they can't beat Auburn. It just went into OT, by the way.
It's weird because can anybody else not see Chicken Nugget right now?
No.
This is my lovely niece.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm here.
Jeremy.
Hello.
Feast.
You can
Wait.
see me.
No, I can't.
No, we can't.
He's got
It's
that whole
totally
John
black in
Cena
your
shit
room.
going on.
I can see you on the bottom of the screen, like out of picture, but I can't see you on the actual screen.
What?
No
in the
light.
world?
Yeah, he is the black box.
What'd you do? Reverse your camera?
I'm gonna take.
No, I didn't reverse my camera.
I'm gonna pop you out and pop you back in. Let's see what happens. It's
Let's
still
see.
dark. It's still not
Well,
nothing.
Okay.
And it's loaded. It is still dark as hell. I don't see
You're
you.
black. You're black. You're not that black.
Dom.
You're not like, you're not like, you know, you're not like Akon or like the Ace of Spades black.
He's like Odell Black.
Just stop it. Just stop it already.
Okay.
Because then we'd be able to see his pink hair, even if his camera was off.
So my question about my statement earlier is, if it was you and you had the first pick in the draft, Soul Man, let's start with you.
No, don't go to me.
Would you take Thibodeau or Hutchinson?
I would take the best available player at the time.
Matt
I said,
Oh.
if those are your only two choices, are you
Gun to
taking
your head.
Thibodeau?
He's a Matt
Or
Millen
Hutchinson.
GM. He's taking best available player.
Jordan Dyson.
Okay, fine. I'm skipping Soul Man. Stat Man, what do you say?
I'm going Hutchinson all day.
I agree with Stat Man.
Okay. Chicken Nugget King, what do you say?
You don't want no injury-prone players, so it's only right that you go with Aiden Hutchinson, baby J.J. Watt.
Dom?
Hutchinson. He's healthy and he's had bigger games against bigger opponents.
Okay. Dan?
I would take Hutchinson too, but if I had the first pick, I'd try to trade back. I don't think any of them are truly deserving of the number 1 pick in the draft this year.
I don't think so either.
Facebook
all right.
says, I think Haskins and Heisman after today, game 5, touchdown over Ohio State, Buckeyes, Michigan, Wolverines win.
Yeah, no.
No, because he didn't do it consistently, and he was the backup to start the season.
Mrs. Leonard is confirming that Chicken Nugget is just a black screen.
Nice going.
It's you. I didn't do it.
Hey, look, I can leave it like this and still talk like a voiceover actor.
Yep, there you go.
Good.
So we're going to imagine you look like somebody else.
I wonder if there's something wrong with your camera on your Android. You have an Android, don't you?
I'm just going to keep imagining that he's a black box.
Uh-huh.
Dan, watch it. You have a Bengals jersey on.
Okay.
And you're supposed to be a Giants fan. Stop it now.
Hey, I'm a Lions fan, but
I'm going to have to agree with Chicken Nugget King. Like, the Giants haven't suffered the way we have. Like, I feel like as Lions fans, we're allowed to be fans of players on other teams regularly.
Yeah.
On a weekly basis, if we so choose.
Yeah,
If
like the
you feel that
Jets.
need, yeah. No.
I mean,
And hey,
as a
Johnson,
situational
fuck on.
pass rusher that Aiden Hutchinson was his past 2 years, he amassed 5.5 sacks. Then you add that into what he has now, it's 17.5.
That's
Not too
more
shabby.
than Thibodeau has in his whole career, isn't it?
Yep.
Mhm.
Hey, honestly,
He's at 16.5 sacks now.
I think the thing about today's game, honestly, was about the run game. Run game was very important. Very important in this game. Passing was cool,
So,
but
man,
the run game was very vocal.
Do me a favor, run back these last couple comments about Hassan Haskins, because I have many things to say about Hassan Haskins and Michigan running backs in general.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
We got one here. It says Haskins, Michigan Wolverines. And then
Okay.
there's one here. It says Haskins start. He been doing good whole year for Michigan Wolverines. We start 2 running back system. That's
Actually,
all
it was Blake Corum was the featured back to begin with, and Haskins filled in as a backup role. But after the game at Michigan State, it's like Haskins became a different player. He ended up being a more patient runner. He's a smart runner. He does not have as much speed as Blake Corum, but he tends to have more vision and be a smarter player. That's my take on that. Do I think he deserves the Heisman? Oh, hell no.
Oh, he was talking about Haskins and the Heisman? GTFO.
Yeah.
He barely averages 5 yards a carry. He's the same as every Michigan running back ever. Ton of yards on a ton of carries. When he gets to the pros, they do the same thing. Less than 4 yards a carry. He'll sniff 1,000 yards once, maybe. Then he'll be out of the league within 5 years. The best one that I can remember in my life is Tyrone Wheatley. And that's mainly because he's the only one that lasted more than 5 or 6 years.
He played for the Giants and the Jaguars, right?
Just to let you guys know, if that's what I think it is, I may have to jump off soon.
Oh.
You guys know the situation I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I just don't have much to say on this topic because I'm not a college football watcher. I
Turn
used
us up,
to,
Jeremy.
Thank you.
but I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a big college guy either. So
Whereas
That's why I'm so
I
quiet
kind
right
of-
now.
I kind of am. I'm doing my research for top 5 linebackers, and I know that Devin Lloyd, Nick Bonito, and the other guy not named Anderson at Georgia is on that list. There's a guy in Alabama on that list.
Still in that bullshit he pulls, scumbag.
I like that guy Lloyd from Utah.
I love Devin Lloyd. He is actually the number one linebacker in college football right now.
Hey, you take him, you getting a diamond in the rough.
And he could be a late first, early second rounder. So either pick, I'm good with it wherever they grab him.
Well, why don't we talk a little bit about some Lions football?
That was discussing Lions. That's draft projections.
I mean, as far
we
as
have
Talking about the
to?
future.
non-draft.
Well, did Goff lose the game for the Lions? Honestly.
No,
no.
He didn't
Four
really-
absolutely not.
Poor clock
No.
management lost that game.
Yes. And
Oh my
that's-
lord! Did you hear Dan Campbell's excuse about that taking that second timeout?
On the same play, yeah.
I didn't read it, but what was it? What did he say?
He said he took it because he read a blown coverage. I'm not sure how you read a blown coverage pre-snap, but he said it was a blown coverage. It was going to be a touchdown, so we figured we'd rather take the penalty than give up a touchdown. Even
They
if you
still
gave
gave up a touchdown.
Even if you give up the extra point and the touchdown, you're still only down 6.
And more
I would've let
time
it
on the
go.
clock.
You had 2
Exactly.
timeouts left too.
Yeah, it was. I mean, although I think it was Aaron Glenn that called the second timeout, wasn't it?
No.
Yes.
Aaron Glenn was
I-
fuming about that second timeout. He was screaming at Dan Campbell.
Oh, that's what it was. I saw him screaming. I thought he was screaming for the timeout. He was screaming. at
No,
his
he was
boss.
screaming because he
He was-
took that timeout.
Screaming at his boss.
Yep.
Well, his boss was kind of an idiot.
Facebook user says, if Lions get a chance to get Garrett Wilson wide receiver, would you take him in draft?
No. Maybe
What
in
round?
3rd or 4th round.
Maybe.
That's the key. Is it's what round? If it's first or second or third round, even maybe not. We need to go defensive. We need safety, linebacker, and corner help in that order, pretty much.
It's not nearly as deep of a wide receiver draft as it was last year or even the year before, but we just have
Nope.
too many other needs. And
And
if you've
and
got,
I like the guys in the late round that we've discussed, Dom,
Mhm.
more than the guys in the first 3 rounds.
And I've seen Will. I mean, a lot of it I've seen pretty consistently in the first round, but I've seen a lot of mocks that have Wilson even going above him, which I don't understand. But I don't really trust Ohio State wide receivers personally.
And
No
I
way.
trust USC receivers as much as I did Mike Williams from USC.
Mike Williams was good when he came back.
Yes, the Pete Carroll Reclamation Project. I don't understand why that fell apart so quickly. Like, he almost had 1,000 yards, and then the next year he fizzled all the way out.
Because you remembered he liked food again.
That could be it.
They could have moved him to tight end, though,
True.
because once he added that another 20 pounds back, he still would have been one of the fastest tight ends in the league.
Could it? Well, I mean, Carolina or Buffalo could have done the same thing with Kelvin
Queen
Benjamin,
Latifah.
but he had the same problem. He just liked food too much.
Big Dan says, based off the play, we have
No.
softened the Lions all year. Do you guys see a win for Detroit at all the rest of the way?
Seahawks are the only one I can see it possible, but my answer is still no.
I'll give it another shot and say they'll try to beat the Seattle Seahawks. But I just think looking back at the Bears game, we only had like what 239 yards, total yards, and then passing yards was 163, rushing yards was
71.
76.
It's 171.
171. Okay, 171. It was 171, and then rushing yards was 676. And we had like 5.3 yards per play. First downs were great, getting 14, and we were like 4 for 10 on third down, efficiency. And then we didn't even get chances to do things on fourth down. But it was
Because they
penalties that
shot
killed us.
themselves in the foot.
Yeah,
The penalties. It was how many yards in penalties wasn't it? Wasn't it close to 200?
67. It was sent 67.
No,
We
that
had
was
like
the week
10.
before. That was the week
Oh, no.
before.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
we
about
had
the Bears game.
well.
We had close to 200 yards in penalties.
Mhm.
Yeah, and to me, we only had like 27 minutes of possession on offense. So I
And
mean, we
still only lost by 2.
yeah, still lost by 2, and only had like 1 turnover the whole entire game.
And I'm going to say something in defense of Goff that I said all season. If he had a receiver that went deep and got open, he'd hit him. What
Mhm.
happened?
He did, and that was Josh Reynolds.
And
Not
on the
enough.
play when he overthrew him, Josh Reynolds gave up on that route when the safety cut him off.
Mhm.
He almost nearly had it too, nearly that close.
That'd have been 2 deep passes if Josh Reynolds would have stayed at peace at speed and tried a contested catch.
Traylon Burks.
And we had like what? And we had like 6 punts that game. 6 punts, total 6
That's
punts.
the least punts. That's the least punts we've done all season.
Yeah, and getting sacked and getting to the pressure of the quarterback, was crazy. We only had like 1 sack. They gave us 1 sack after letting the DNs and linebackers come through. Robert Quinn was being an all-star that game, man.
Kudos to that 1 sack being our rookie, Levi Onwuzurike.
Anzareke definitely did his thing. He
finally
did his
did
thing.
something.
He pushed through, got through, and did what he wanted to do.
He did start the season injured. It took him a few games to get in, which takes rookies longer to get to game speed than it does a seasoned vet. So, and it's exactly what I said. He came back as week 4. I said, give him 6 or 7 weeks and you'll see something happen. And he started making plays in the run game first.
He's not
I think
a
we
pass
have a
rusher,
few more
though.
opportunities at wins left than people realize. Like I'm looking at the rest of the schedule.
We got
Seahawks
the
was a good,
Broncos.
yeah, Broncos. We could beat the Falcons. We could easily beat the Packers week 18, especially if they've got their playoff seed locked up.
Right, because right now, aren't they number 1?
I think they're still 2, or they're
Cardinals.
they beat the
they're
Cardinals
2.
though.
Their second
Yeah,
seed.
they're second seed. Okay.
Cardinals are number 1.
Cardinals have the better conference record.
Right.
But if they
Dan-
finish tied, it's Packers because they have the head-to-head.
Dan
Mhm.
says, I would take Arkansas wide receiver Traylon Burks if he falls to us at the Rams pick.
I
think
wouldn't
he'll
pick a wide receiver in the first round.
I think he'll be there later than that.
Basically, says the
But
offense reason Lions been losing, defense playing good with no talent. Aaron Glenn, our best coach right now, he making Lions good with no talent, really.
It also is a compliment to Aubrey Pleasant and the job he's done with the secondary because we're playing with UDFAs, Will Harris, which would be like the backup's backup on any other team. Dean Marlowe, who was a backup's backup at Buffalo.
Even though I like that Will Harris is playing better at slot corner than he was at safety, which isn't saying much, it just by default it increases the snap count for Dean Marlowe, and that dude gets burned like toast regularly.
He makes Jamie Collins look good at covering a tight end.
Hey, Dean Marlowe did show up in that game. He played good.
There is an article out that I seen just a minute ago. It said that the honeymoon period for Dan Campbell and this regime is over.
Yeah, I saw that article too.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Anybody that's going to blame the coach, the QB, or any of that right now with this roster being in the shambles it is, they don't understand football.
I agree.
Fact.
I mean, I can't. Actually, I was talking to Dan Davis about this earlier, and he said, do you think we'll fire Campbell at the end of the year? And I said, we could, but we shouldn't. Like, has Dan Campbell's in-game decisions, have they possibly cost us a win or two? Yeah.
Maybe
they have. But even if he was Bill Belichick, even if he was the bastard son of Bill Belichick and Jesus, as far as in-game decisions, how many games realistically could he have won if he had made every right decision at every crucial time? 4?
Maybe
2.
3.
Maybe
2 to 4. 2 to 4.
And at best, at the end of the year, maybe we've got what, 4 wins. So you're gonna, if he ends up with 0 wins, do you just jerk your knees and fire him? I don't
See,
think it's a good idea.
The only thing I thought was wrong is that he didn't have a timeout left in that Ravens game. Because if he could have called a timeout, New York would have had time to review that delay a game on the stop clock play.
Dan Campbell's a first year head coach with a not very good team. So yeah,
Exactly.
He's gonna make some
It's like,
mistakes.
what do these people expect?
I know.
Not
Everybody's.
only is he a first year head coach, but he's also this is the first time he decided to take over the play calling. So he's trying to manage that as well. I mean, he's gonna make some mistakes, especially with the roster that we have. But even on his own, he's gonna make those mistakes. It's gonna happen.
Has the offense looked better overall since Dan Campbell took over the play calling than when Anthony Lynn was calling it?
Yes.
That's the only question you need to ask.
Yes,
Answer.
Definitely been running the ball a lot better.
My question.
Finally
is
got the deep ball back.
My question is still this: what did he say in that interview that made him qualified to be the head coach to begin with never being a coordinator even?
Well, he was the interim head coach at Miami who had a shit roster then. He took over. He did take over the play calling there because there was nobody worth play calling in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was he coached that team in 12 games to get 5 wins when they shouldn't have won a single damn game. He made Lamar Miller a household name as a running back.
Who?
By helping with the zone blocking schemes that year. And that's why Lamar Miller, when he was a free agent, got that big contract from the Texans.
Dan says, I don't think Dan Campbell gets fired at all, nor should he be. All these Campbell posts I've been seeing are driving me nuts. Yeah, but that's been a whole damn year almost, pretty much. No matter who our coach was, no one was winning with the talent on this roster.
Here's where I think Dan Campbell got the job. Robert Salah has came out, and he was the lead for that job. And it was so close that his wife bought him a cake that was posted on Twitter saying, "Congratulations, coach," in blue and silver. There was only one team looking for a coach that wears blue and silver. 2 days later, you hear Dan Campbell's hired as the coach, and Robert Salah takes the job at the Jets the same day.
I still say
what Dan Campbell said. Salah said he wanted to build around Stafford. It's the type of quarterback he's always wanted to build around.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
And Campbell said, whatever you give me for a roster, I'll do the best that I can do. That's how Dan Campbell got the job.
Well, do we think that was the wrong decision at that point?
No.
I was back and forth on Robert Salah for multiple years because he was a pretty hot name as far as a coordinator that was looking to get a head coaching job 2 years ago. And I was like, well, is it really him or is it the wealth of talent that he had on that Niners defense? But then the following year, when all those guys got hurt, they were still in the top 10 on defense. And I'm like, oh, damn, maybe this guy does know what he's doing.
He does know what he's doing on defense. You can see that he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground on offense, though.
Right. I mean, Jeremy knows I wanted Jim Harbaugh, still do.
I don't agree with taking a rookie head coach when your team's rebuilding.
No one else. There was no one else out there.
That's all there was rookie head coaches and Jim Harbaugh. And Jim Harbaugh took the extension at Michigan, which kind of nixed any NFL team from going for him because they didn't want to give him the money that Michigan's doing.
I think the Lions made the right choice. I think the coach is right. I think the staff is right. I think it's just a matter of time once we get all the players and talent that we need.
Didn't we also interview Matt Campbell?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Matt Campbell said, I don't want to leave my college. Period. I'm not taking an NFL job.
Why even interview then?
He took the interview to see what they were offering, and it wasn't as much as isn't he the one from Iowa State?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they weren't offering him as much as Iowa State is. That's big money in college football these days.
College coaches take NFL interviews just so they can get a bigger paycheck in college.
Right.
Uh-huh.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's-
them that do that.
Leverage.
It's like a scare tactic.
Do you agree with how much they're giving Mel Tucker for the next 10 years at Michigan State, Dom?
It's not necessarily the money that I disagree with. It's maybe more so the length of the contract. I mean, Michigan State, as a program is pretty patient, and I fully expect Michigan State to take a step back next year. I mean,
Yeah, and then you know what's going to happen because the fans do it every time, and that affects the boosters, who ultimately tell the AD what to do. If they take a step back, it's going to be like, man, we shouldn't have did that contract, blah, 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 is what's going to come out of the boosters' mouths.
Mel Tucker hasn't exactly had a lot of success prior to now at Michigan State. I don't think he was really in any great situations. I mean, people are like, oh, he sucked at Colorado. It's like, tell me one head coach who's ever done anything at Colorado.
So how
Other
long,
than the Colorado team that beat Michigan.
how long
Yeah.
does the Lions give Dan Campbell then, realistically?
I think you got to give him a minimum of 3 years with the way this rebuild's starting.
Statman?
I think you give them as long as it takes.
You think that's what they're going to do?
Mm-hmm.
No time frame?
You got to have faith in your coach for once. The Lions as an organization has never had faith in their coaches, ever.
Wasn't it 2012 when they separated the coaches' salaries from the players' salaries so the cap could widen for the players? Right around there, somewhere 2010, 2012.
I don't remember that.
I think
Minnesota won.
Nice. So Iowa.
Michigan, Iowa.
I think they'll at least give Campbell next year. But if he doesn't win more than 4 or 5 games, I think they have to let him go at that point.
I still don't think they will because this was a 3-year rebuild the way they set it up. The reason why they ate all the dead cap and didn't spread it out like all those teams in cap casualty is so that all of it would come off but a couple of players they had to let go in the season so that they could get the team close next year and be totally built by year 3.
Yeah, I would say 3 years.
Yeah, but you figure you got to make the progress there.
Oh, there will be progress because we have to be leaps and bounds better than this year because look how close we've been against good teams already, which is something we always bitched about with the Lions, that they'd always screw the pooch against the good teams and beat up on bad teams.
And that was with Matt Stafford and all the talent that we've had on these teams.
Yes.
I always kind of thought it was the other way around. We look better against good teams, and then we'd
Matt Stafford's entire career, 8 wins against team and go over 500.
True. I always wondered how they compiled that stat. Was that their record at the time or their record that they finished the season at?
The record they finished the season with is what they had to go with because there was a couple times he beat undefeated teams when they played him.
Right.
But that just goes to show you a team can start out hot and go to crap quick, and a team can start out like crap and get hot quick. It goes back and forth in the NFL. Any given Sunday, any team can win, but penalties and turnovers will always shoot yourself in the foot. The only thing I can say about the one turnover that Goff had, it wasn't because of his baby hands. The guy punched the ball out.
Yeah.
He actually had that ball secure, and the guy came around perfect because Kramer let him off his block.
Big Dan says, I agree with Statman. We can't keep firing coaches every 3 years or else we will never build a team. It's going to take the Lions longer than 3 years to build a good team.
Well,
Heck, the Steelers could have fired Tomlin how many times? How many bad seasons he's had? If it was the Lions, they would have fired him.
He's never had
Tomlin?
less than 8 wins.
Yeah,
And
he's
maybe
never
the
had a
coaching job he did in
sub
his
500 season.
And maybe
Yeah, but
what
even
I've
with
seen,
no. But I'm saying based off the expectations of Pittsburgh football.
True.
Okay, Pittsburgh
But they're-
football.
part of the reason that they're always so good is because the continuity in the coaching staff.
Because they keep
I mean,
them
they
around.
really. The
They
only
have a
one they
great
really
scouting
turned
department.
over is the defensive coordinator twice because Dick Jaron finally retired. And then the other guy was crap the one year is why they only won 8 games.
So maybe
Well-
take a page off of Pittsburgh's playbook and keep the coaching
Well,
staff
I mean
around.
that kind of starts at the top. Can we sell the team to Pittsburgh and they can run both teams? I'd be okay with that.
No, there's a rule in the NFL about only having
Right.
one franchise.
Can we
I
trade
think-
owners?
I
Could we
think that
convince them that the Lions are worth what the Steelers are?
there needs to be
Absolutely
one
not.
coaching change at the end of this season. There has to be one change, and we all know what it is.
Anthony Lynn.
I think it'll be the Jaguars.
What?
Shad
They-
Khan
they-
likes Urban Meyer, but he's talking about coaching change on the Lions team. And he's talking about Anthony Lynn being fired.
Oh, yeah. That was the only coach I questioned out of all the hires. You can ask Dom. I said that right away.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, my take on it is that, yeah, I say give him at least 5 years. 5 years. I say different. Give him 5 years because this whole 3-year regime thing is not going to work out. Let him get more. Let him get more. Let him get some more time, build some talent around the team, and then he'll get acquainted and you'll see some good results. You know, we kept games close. I like that. But once we get the talent involved, once we get the pieces to the puzzle right, watch this team take off.
We can already see what this coaching staff minus Anthony Lynn can do with a horrible roster. You know, staying games against teams we have no business being in games against. That's why I think if you give Dan Campbell more time to build in that organization to build a team with some talent, I think we got something going on for sure. Daniel Davis says off topic, but Auburn and Alabama is going into its 5th OT.
Holy Nikes.
I would say, if anything, I have to give Dan Campbell a little bit of credit because I've watched some winless teams play for most of the season, the 2008 Lions being one of them. But I've seen other winless teams, and typically by this point in the season, at least some of the players have quit. And I haven't seen any Lion quit at any point other than that Eagles game.
That was my other question that I wanted to bring up because Mike asked it on his podcast on Thursday after the game in his post-game reaction. Does anybody think that Dan Campbell's lost the locker room yet?
No.
No.
I don't know what this says. Bama final 24-22 in 4 OTs.
Oh, Dan said my bad. My game cast was wrong. Alabama wins in the 4th OT. He just said that.
Boo.
Damn.
I want to
No,
bring
Alabama versus Georgia.
I want to bring something up real quick. Those of you that don't know, I've been getting some messages from Jim's family throughout the day, and Sherry Bordeaux says, "Thanks for the kind words, prayers, and support you have shown Jim's family. We appreciate everything you have done. Hugs to you all." So I wanted to share that with you guys. So
The Bordeaux family has been in my prayers for a long time today and yesterday.
Yeah, losing
He was a
Jim.
good dude. He was family. He's one of the reasons that several of us are here.
yep.
Yeah, I agree, man. Losing Jim was a tough thing, man. He resurrected the feeling for me to talk sports again. I thank him for that. If it wasn't for him, we all wouldn't be thinking about sports right now.
And
so
who'd
it's a
have thought,
beautiful
Chicken
feeling.
Nugget King? You met him because of my weekly video chat that I was doing at 5:30 on
Mhm.
Motor City Kneecap Biters.
Yeah. I mean, that right there sparked the whole chemistry. That right there sparked a good chemistry between all of us and me, and even me and you. It just made me believe that, hey, I can talk sports again. I can talk sports with people that can relate with how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's good or bad. So I'm thankful for that opportunity to talk with a man who was very gracious, very respectful, a class act, all round true type of guy. And I don't think there'll never be any kind of guy like that coming around ever again, because that guy really had a great presence.
Good.
Well said.
And if you're watching any of the Bordeaux family right now, we do this because we cared. We care about Jim and we care about his family, and we're going to keep on keeping on in dedication to Jim for the rest of the season. And again, I will bring up that he does have a GoFundMe going for his family for expenses of the cremation and the other expenses that go along with that. So if you have not yet, please, if you can donate. If not, please at least share, like Dom said earlier. Get that out there. Yeah. A big thank you to Herman Moore and the people over at Lions Nation Unite for featuring the GoFundMe on their website as a featured thing. So we appreciate that.
Yes. Very, very thankful for everyone over at Lions Nation Unite for doing that. They not only featured the GoFundMe, they also featured our tribute post we did last night, which is pretty amazing that all happened in a matter of 12 hours.
Yeah, and it's all for Jim. So we didn't want to rush into anything, but we wanted to make sure, I was really feeling it. So I wanted to get on there and say a few words. And, I know Statman and everybody else did as well. So I think it was a great thing that we did to, help spread the word and share everybody's thoughts about Jim. Well, guys, we are at that point where I think we need to start making some picks. What do you guys think?
Yes, sir, Bob.
Let's get it.
Yes.
Sunday-
I'm 0-3.
Sunday night, Browns versus Ravens. I am picking the Ravens in this one. The Nation went with the Ravens as well. Statman?
Going with the Ravens. The Browns looked subpar against the Lions, so we'll see.
JB?
Ravens.
Chicken Nug?
Ravens in a full house.
Dan? Dom? Not Dan. Dom. Sorry, Dom's in the middle.
I'm going Ravens, but in addition, I think the Browns should really think about sitting Baker down this week because they have a bye week next week. And at this point, Baker Mayfield can't do anything any better than Case Keenum can, for one. For two, I think they're the same person. But yeah, I'm serious. Colin Cowherd's been saying that for 2 years, and I agree with him. But yeah, give that man a chance to get healthy for a playoff run because their schedule's pretty easy at the end of the year. If they do what they're supposed to, they'll finish 10-7, get a wild card. But yeah, all that aside, Ravens.
Big Dan says, I'll take the Ravens. Dan Leonard, who are you going with, man?
Oh, so it's my turn now. Let's see. Since you all took the Ravens, I'm going to go with the Browns just to be different.
I knew it.
But they do got Hunt coming off IR and Jack Conklin back too, so.
Dan, I apologize.
You don't have to apologize, buddy.
For saying your name and then saying no and then saying Dom. I didn't want to keep it.
I knew what you meant.
We're still friends, right, Dan?
Yep.
Nah, that would mean that you were ever friends to begin with. We just like having you on. We just like having you on the show. Doesn't mean we're friends. This is business, sir.
Yeah, we needed
I think he just thinks I'm pretty, so he needed me to come on.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, it's like that. It's like that song.
Who told that Shrek-looking guy that he's pretty?
His wife.
Oh.
She's a nice lady. Shout out to you,
Yeah.
Mrs. L.
No, my wife says I'm fugly.
Well, it's like
All
that
right.
song, Ebony and Ivory.
Fuckable ugly.
On to the
Monday night.
next.
Show.
Monday night, we got Seahawks taking on Washington. I'm going with the Seahawks. The Nation has chosen the Seahawks as well. Statman, who you got?
I went with Seahawks.
JB.
I'm going with the Washington football team, who's coming off of 2 big wins back-to-back, and they're at home. Seahawks do not travel well east, especially with Russell Wilson still dealing with his finger.
All right. Chicken nugget.
I'm going with the Seahawks. 12's up.
Tom.
Foreskins.
Dan.
I'm going with that team that's too stupid to freaking name themselves now.
Washington.
Ooh,
Great answer.
it's a split decision.
Yep. Right
Have
down the board.
they decided yet if they're going to rebrand for next year?
They have like
Well-
16 names in a line there, but the Washington football team is one they actually considering keeping, which is just stupid.
Man,
Yeah,
big,
because every time.
Big Dan, if you've been commenting a lot, man. If you were able to come on, we would have brought you on, buddy. Just letting you know.
Still can.
Yeah. A Big Dan says, "I'll take the foreskins as well for 500." We got Steelers taking on the Bengals. I took the Bengals in this one. Statman,
I went Bengals.
JB.
I'm going Steelers.
Chicken Nugget.
Steelers.
Good.
Dom.
Bengals.
Hey, I know who you're going with, Ocho.
He's going to pick the Steelers.
No, I'm not. Bengals all day.
Bengals win.
I hate
Wait
Ben
for-
Roethlisberger.
I'm waiting for Dan, Big Dan, to throw his comment in, but he hasn't said yet. So if he does, I will go back to it.
He's
we
all on
got-
the refs.
Pankers. We got the Pankers.
Anchor.
We got the Pampers versus the Dolphins.
Yes, the Panthers versus the Dolphins. I took the Panthers in this one. Statman, who you got?
Panthers.
JB.
I'm going Dolphins. The Panthers' wheels are falling off.
Chicken Nugget.
I'm going with Cam. Cam Newton. Panthers win over Dolphins.
Cam.
Tyler Medea. I just don't see it.
Oh, that's real
Dom.
nice.
Dom.
I'm going Dolphins. Cam Newton will once again reveal himself as Fool's Gold, a.k.a. zinc oxide.
Dan.
I'm going with Scam Newton on this one.
Scam Newton, is that what you just said?
The scam.
Big Dan. Big Dan says, I'll take the Bengals. And then I got the Dolphins.
The 5 point. Okay.
We got Eagles taking on the Giants. I am taking the Eagles in this one. Statman.
Dickhead.
Eagles.
I almost took him, Dan. I almost took him. I just couldn't this time. Statman, you said Eagles. JB.
Eagles.
Chick Nug. It.
Yeah, that's because you're like actually like blurting out the name pretty much. Yeah, I say the Eagles are gonna beat the Giants.
Dom.
Eagles. I like the way that the Jalen Hurts is playing lately. Also, free plug to the Eagle Brewing Company. They make a delicious beer called Banana Bread Beer. It is delicious. If you like beer or banana bread, or if you like both, go get you some. It even
Does it actually
like
have a taste of banana bread? Does it actually taste like it?
oh, it does. You like when you open the bottle, it even smells like banana bread, and it tastes like it too.
Fucking
It's
hell.
delicious. It's
That's
from
interesting.
I don't know.
Very interesting.
MK. Oh, it's from England.
Oh,
I didn't know that. English beers usually.
Mr. Leonard.
Yeah, I don't want to answer this question.
Eagles versus Giants.
You're allowed to be a homer for your team. It's okay. You're not alone.
Yeah, but I can't. Eagles are going to smoke us.
You going Eagles?
No faith in the Danny Pennies.
No faith in the coaching staff.
Okay,
Big Dan's taking the Eagles as well. We got up next Titans taking on the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots. I think the Titans are just too beat up right now, and the Patriots are on a hot streak. So I'm going with the Patriots. Statman, who you got?
Patriots.
JB, are you at God's throne again?
No.
Okay.
Patriots.
That sounds like an echo coming. I could hear an echo.
He's got the God voice going.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Flop.
No, it's the Wizard.
Chicken Doug, who you got?
I am going with the Titans.
Oh, can't believe it. Oh my God. Dom.
We'll believe it.
Much as it pains me to say, the Patriots get the victory and take over the #1 seed in the AFC. Sickens me, but no faith in the Titans right now.
Dan.
I'm going with the greatest coach in football history.
Dan Campbell coaches the Patriots?
I said the greatest coach, not the best bullshit artist.
Wayne Fonts came out of retirement?
You okay? Yo, the fact that the Patriots are even where they are right now says how great of a coach Bill Belichick is.
Other Dan agrees. He's got the Patriots.
I want to disagree, but I can't.
Falcons versus the Jaguars.
Oh, man.
I am taking the Falcons. Satman?
I'm taking Falcons too.
Why
How did we
Falcons.
play them?
You seem so thrilled tonight. Go ahead, JB.
Falcons.
God.
Falcons.
I'm trying to muffle his voice and whatnot so we don't think any toilet.
Chicken nugget.
I'm going with the Jags.
How soon do we play the...
Down.
Why?
hang on, I'm looking at the skit. Oh, it's not for a few more weeks. Wait a minute. Yeah, I gotta go Falcons. I was kind of hoping that this was the game like the week before we played the Falcons, and then they could lose to the Jags and then come and lose to us and just bottom out, flatline, but we don't play them for a few more weeks.
Dan.
Falcons.
And other Dan, Big Dan, says Jags. So going with Chicken Nugget.
Yeah, they
All
won't
right.
be alone on that island.
Bucks taking on the
nice,
Colts. I took the Colts.
I am taking the Buccaneers.
I didn't call your name.
Okay.
Wait your turn.
Just kidding. Just kidding. JB,
Bucks.
Chicken Nugget.
Bucks.
Dom.
I'm going Colts. That game is in Indy, and I think the Bucks are on a slide.
Thank you, Dom. Leonard.
I'm taking the Colts as well. I don't think they can stop
okay.
Jonathan Taylor.
All right. Even though I hope Jonathan Taylor does not play well. Jets versus Texans. Ooh,
Oh, dear God.
another masterful game this week. We got Big Dan says, I got Colts upsetting Brady and the Bucks. So Jets taking on the Texans. I took the Jets in this one. Statman.
I think this is the first time I've taken the Texans all year, so I'm taking the Texans.
All right. JB.
Texans.
What was that?
Texans.
Texans. Chicken Nugget.
Texans over Jets.
What'd you say, Chicken Nugget?
Texans over Jets.
Got you. Dom.
They're both sitting at 2 wins, right? I got to go Jets. Every time Jeremy talks, all I can think of is that old ICP song where it's like, "Welcome to the Wizard's Kingdom, the Wizard of the Ghetto," as you say.
You don't want to hear what I think when he talks.
Dan.
Sure we do. You're up next.
Well, when he starts talking, all I can think to myself is, I hope he has 2-ply. You know, you don't want your finger to pop through that stuff. I'm taking the Texans.
Texas for Dan. Did I just hear a toot?
Who did that? I'm dying.
I don't know who did that.
This is really happening live.
I
Live
can't
right now.
believe it's happening. It's not me.
Dan, big. Is this really happening right
The reason he has his camera off is because he has his microphone by his penis. He's got that
I think he's-
is right in his brown eye.
I think the more he laughs, the more he keeps pushing it out.
I'm dying.
Excuse me, I need to ask you something.
Do I need a breast mint?
He's trying so hard not to let it out, but he's laughing and he's making a little toots. Little toots.
That's not me. Oh my God. Who's doing that?
Welcome to the Real Nation podcast.
This is how it goes down on Saturday night. We got JB on the shitter, tooting away.
I haven't done it yet. I'm lying. I'm dying here. Oh my God.
I guess it's a whole new meaning.
I can't breathe.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh,
Big Dan says he's taking the goddamn jet.
You can't breathe now. Imagine if you were in the same room with him.
Oh my God. What is that? We got the Chargers taking on the Broncos. I'm taking good old Justin Herbert and the Chargers and Statman.
Chargers all day.
JB, do we dare ask you?
Chargers.
Stop. After that, who's doing that noise? Who's doing it?
Yeah, who is? Serious.
It's
Not
so
me.
It's so perfectly timed.
Not me.
It's not me. I can't multitask like that.
I don't see anybody doing it. Like I can't see anybody doing it, so it's got to be real.
No, it ain't real.
Tom and Amy are just laughing hysterically uncontrollably right now. We got JB Chicken Nugget. Who you got?
I actually got the Chargers over Broncos.
All right, Dom.
Oh my God.
Los Angeles Superchargers.
What is going on in there, Jake? Oh my God.
It's not me.
Stop.
We can
Let's
still
get back to
hear
the show already. Come on.
We can still hear
This
you.
man
when you
had
mumble.
refried beans on Thanksgiving instead of green bean casserole.
Oh, he definitely did.
Oh man, you're in trouble then.
Dan.
Y'all suck. It wasn't even me.
The best part is when you mumble to yourself, but we can still hear you. You're like, oh God, we heard that. We heard it.
Because I was dying.
Big Dan said
You
it's a
guys are
chain
making those
reaction.
noises in the background, and I'm dying here.
Big Dan says it's a chain reaction. I just ripped a loud one that vibrates my couch. Good thing I'm not.
Wow. That's what I call a couch tremor.
Yep. The old couch tremor. And Big Dan also is taking the Chargers. We got
All right.
Vikings taking on the 49ers. I took the Vikings in this one. Statman.
I went with
You got the
Vikings.
shit on your head.
Oh, God.
It was that bad you needed your friend to come help?
Yeah. I needed a sandblasted.
Statman.
I took the Vikings.
Thank you, sir. JB.
The Vikings.
Chick Nugget.
Chick Nugget. Oh, that's a beautiful name to say. Yeah, it is my nickname. Anyway, Chicken Nugget King.
He's a chick nugget.
49ers are
Shameless
going to win.
self-promotion.
49ers are going to beat the Vikings.
All right, Dom.
I'm going
Somebody
Niners. They're on a little bit of a roll here, and I mean the Vikings are the Vikings.
Skull.
Washington football team.
Dan.
I'm going to Vikings here.
And
By the way, if I was going to make a fart noise to be funny, it would have been more like.
I don't know who was doing it, but it was perfectly fine. I'll tell you that.
It was. It sucked.
Big Dan says, I'll take them 49ers. We got the Rams taking on, you can read it.
The Cheeseheads.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cheeseheads.
I'm taking the Rams. Stafford's going to take out the Packers. Statman?
I'm taking the Green Bay Packers. I don't see Stafford beating them. Stafford sucks against the Packers, so
And JB?
Hey, Logan. I'm taking the Rams.
Chicken
that
Nugget King.
Lambo.
It's going to be a close game. It's going to be pretty cold at Lambeau, and I'm going to go with the Rams.
Dom.
Rams. Don't ask me why.
Well, think about this. In the last 8 games versus the Packers, only one QB in the league has 5 wins.
That's true.
That's Matt Stafford.
That's true.
Yeah, that was with the Lions team though, not the Rams.
Yeah.
Them California
Yeah, they-
kids
better.
don't know how to play in cold weather.
I don't know. They'd have won if Goff didn't throw 4 interceptions in that game.
But he did.
Dan.
I'm going with the Rams too.
He said, "Yeah."
So I'm all by myself. I'm the only one that picked them.
You're the only
Yeah.
one.
You're the only one that's a closet Packer fan.
No, don't say that. Oh.
I'm a Favre fan. That's the only
No.
only thing I can ever say is I was a fan of Brett Favre.
Yeah,
That was it.
I agree. 100% agree with that.
How could you be a
That's all
fan
the
of a
games-
team in our division or of
That's
a
all-
quarterback in our division?
That's all the games, fellas. That's it. That's all of them. All the rest
All
of
right.
Just got that
We're
bug out
already
of
playing.
there.
You know what we haven't done yet?
What, JB?
We haven't
Our
thanked
sponsor?
someone.
Right.
Slacking.
We haven't.
We haven't said
Well,
anything about our sponsor.
let's have a chance to give special thanks to our wonderful sponsor, A1 Tire and Auto Repair. 2 locations to serve you that are open currently. 1 on East Genesee and Saginaw, 1 on Broadway in Bay City. The 3rd location is yet to open. That'll be on Old Kilcullen in Bay City. They sell new and used tires, custom wheels. They also do window tinting at the Saginaw location. Mention this ad, get $10 off.
Good job, JB.
I picture you in a cowboy suit in the old '70s car commercial.
Oh, don't.
Did
get
you
him
hear
too
my
much.
buddy there?
Yeah, don't get in his head too much. He'll be out there on TV.
Yeehaw! Come on down and buy a car.
You reminded me of used cars when you started that.
And now it's time for our PSA. Correct?
Yep. Do it up.
There are 1 in 5 people suffer from some sort of mental issue right now in America. Every 22 minutes, a vet commits suicide. Suicide rates are even much higher than that overall, especially this time of year with everything that goes on in the holidays, stress, work, bills. What are you going to get your kids for Christmas? Are you going to get to see your kids for Christmas? That is what the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is there for, is that if you don't have someone to reach out to, at least reach out to them. If you are a friend of the show, if you are a friend to any one of us, you can reach out to any of us for help as well. We will be there for you. We'll talk to you, help you through any of those hard times. It's something that needs to be addressed more than once a year on commercials.
Amen. Agree 100%. Logan, before you take us out of here, just another quick reminder to please like, subscribe, and share to the We Are Lions Nation podcast. When we hit that 500 mark, you will see me and the Stat Man in a dress singing a lovely duet. You don't want to miss that, so we need to get to that 500 mark. And again, Jim Bordeaux's GoFundMe is available out there on our Facebook page and the Detroit Lions on the Prowl Facebook page, along with Lions Nation Unite. So please check that out. If you can, please make a donation. If not, then at least share. That would be super helpful for Jim's family.
This is Dave, and yes, he's here.
There he is.
He's always here.
I want to thank Chicken Nugget, Detroit Dom, for coming on tonight and making your picks with us. And
Thanks for having us.
Statman, yeah, no problem, buddy. It's up to you, my friend, to get us out of here in the only way you can.
All right. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go
Lions. Someday.
Thank you, Statman.
Cardinals.
One pride.
We're beating the Cardinals. One pride.
One pride.
One pride.
Of the cast. This has been a We Are Lions Nation podcast. We will see you later this week. Right? So
Peace, love, and chicken grease. I said someday. Some with an M.
Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love.